What's up, you guys? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I am Scribbles, the artist and crocheter behind Eclectic Scribbles, and we are starting a brand new video. In this video, it is Saturday, November the 16th, December 9th, 10th, 11th, somewhere around there. That weekend is going to be GalaxyCon Columbus, and we are going to prep for that. I did have a comment asking if I was going to be taking plushies back to events, and I think I am. I think I am for this one. I need this last convention of the year to do well. So I am going to take my plushies. I really want to set up the booth nicely for the weekend, and I really want to do well at this show. So we are definitely going to take the plushie bin to Columbus with us. So in order to do that, we need to fill the plushie bin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go outside. I'm going to grab my suitcase with all my plushies in it, and I am going to bring the plushie bin back in here and set it back up on the table. I think it would be really nice is if I could bring my other table in here and set it up on that, but it's too long. This is a 4-foot table. It's a 6.5-foot table. There's no way that that's going to fit. So I'm going to rig it up to where I can get the plushie bin back in here just so that we can see what our starting point is and what we need to do to fill this bad boy up and get it going.
But I feel so lazy. Yeah, I'm home alone all day, and I got no more songs left to play. Baby, 넌 널 그리네. 다시 돌아와줘 내게 and let me be your man. Oh. 그날 밤 생각 없이 난 너에게 전화했어. 묻고 싶은 게 많아. I got so many questions. 오랜만이야 라는 말도 못한 채 Are you fine fine 이란 말만 대묻네. 너가 잘 지내고 있는 거 나 알아. 그냥 그 목소리가 듣고 싶은 거를 어떡해. I say I miss you but 그건 나의 실수. 너와 다시 친구가 되고 싶은 백수. I know this sounds crazy, but everything's been lately. How's your 동생 doing and your daddy and mommy? I'm not drunk or anything, I call in peace. 세상이 멸망하면 날 용서해 주겠니? 그리고 아냐 boy 어떤 놈이 그래.
Okay, so I believe all of my small plushes are out here. Do I have other larger plushes? Absolutely. So I think I may bring in my grid walls behind this again so that we can set that up and have them sitting up like that behind the grid, sort of like we did. Well, I don't remember what the last convention was that I took my plushies to. I think it was Otakon. So we had a wall set up behind the plushies, and then we had the plushie grid wall, or the plushie bins down behind it. So I think that's what we're going to do again. We are not in bad shape, okay? I had a lot of stock. We are not in bad shape. I have written down what I want in each of the bins. I do have to move a few things around. I need to accommodate my snugglers, and I need to absolutely make some more snugglers. I need to sort of figure out how much time exactly I have, what I have over here in each bin so that I know what needs to happen. I'm going to write all that down in just a second, and then I can make my plans to move forward for what I need to make to fill this up and to set it up right. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm just going to sort of take an inventory of what I have. All right, you guys, so we are all set up here. I've got everything where it is supposed to be. I have counted everything. I have put eyeballs on everything that needed eyeballs, which was quite a few. Like I had a bunch of turtles that needed eyeballs, I had a couple of chicks in hats that needed eyeballs, and I had some mini chickens needing eyeballs. So if I just take into account stuff that I know is supposed to be in this bin and not the little minis over here and the miscellaneous items that I just don't have a place for on this table right now, I am looking at 76 plushies and $1,400 worth of inventory, minus the potion bottles because I don't think they're going to be there, and minus the stitch because I don't think it's going to be part of it either. I haven't 100% decided on that yet, but as of right now, the little miscellaneous stitch over there is not counted, and the potion bottles are not counted either. So they may be like little one-offs. I have also taken, I had made these earlier in the week to go back and start filling up my $5 thingy thing. My $5 thingy thing. Capsule machine. So I think I needed to replace like 10 or 15, and so I've got 6 there. I'm still going to be making those, and now I need to figure out what I'm missing from the things that I said I wanted to put in this bin, and then make a plan as to how many things that I want to add in. Hey, Missy Weech. Missy Weech goes back to the doctor on Tuesday. Her tumor is definitely growing. We are losing that battle. I have been in my feelings for the past couple of days about this, and I'm really going to discuss with the doctor the options that we might have, and if we can't even try to get these tumors removed to give her a chance that she'll make it past the end of the year. So I love her so much. She's my baby. She's my baby girl, and I love her so much, and I'm just not really ready to be without her, but I can't afford cancer treatment. So side note on all of the things to go ishy-gushy for a second, but I love my Weechy Weech, and I will update you guys. I know a lot of you are pulling for her too out there, so we are feeling the love 100%. I'm going to try to do what I can to make her better instead of letting her go, but we'll see what the options are on Tuesday. I'm really going to discuss with the doctor. Anyways, that's not why you're here. That's not why you're here. Hey, Weechy Weech. She won't scratches. I am going to make a plan as to how many things that I need to make. I need to figure out how much time that I have. I think I've already said that, and so I'm going to sort of formulate a plan. I've got my handy dandy notebook out, and I am going to figure that out. I'm going to figure out what all I need to do. So that's going to take me a few minutes. I'm going to go get my calendar out and figure out what's going on so I can figure out exactly what I think I can get done in the amount of time that I have. So we're going to go with that. It is 2:20. I have basically figured out what I want to create, how many plushies that I want to create. The first thing on my list is to fill up my possums. My possums are always popular. They always sell, so I want to make sure that I have plenty. And right now I only have 4. So I can make like 3 possums an hour. That's what I'm shooting for. That's what I'm going to go for. So I am going to crochet for the next 2 hours. So by 4:30, I hope to have 6 possums done. I'm just going to sit back and I'm going to do this. I'm having a hard time, y'all. I'm so sorry if I'm coming across a little weird. I'm having a hard time. My mother just went back into surgery because part of her intestines collapsed after her last surgery. I am in my feelings heavily about Weech and her tumors, and I am just having a hard time. So I'm just going to turn on some Netflix, and I am going to watch something I've already seen 100 times probably, and just zone out, wait for news, and crochet some possums. That's the only thing that I can do. That's the only thing in my control right now is what I can make. So I am going to make a bunch of possums if I can find my compression gloves. That's what's on the list. So that's what we're doing. Playing yarn chicken with the pink and one of my grays, but that's fine. I won. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I just need to glue on some eyes. It is 4:30. I'm going to go feed all my animals. And probably myself, and we're going to call that good. I'm going to mark these off of my little list here. So I technically have 5 more on here, but I'm not going to do them now. I'm going to take a break with my hands, and I will probably come back and do some drawing for a little bit. I have some new card cover designs that I want to bring out, so I think I might sketch a few of those or play with a few of those real quick, and then after I've given my hands a quick little break, we'll probably come back in and do something else. I need to make some love cats, and I need to make some little Yodas, so I will probably do one of those 2 things to round out the evening. So we're going to work on that. Good morning, guys. It's Monday. We skipped over Sunday entirely. Well, I skipped over vlogging entirely. I did 5 loaf cats yesterday. To start off my morning, I did 5. I ordered some different stress balls than I currently have. And these have little itsy bitsy balls inside of them. And I thought, well, wouldn't these be fun to sort of switch up my little stress ball things? These are mini stress balls, and I'm not sure they're exactly as big as I thought they would be, but I think they'll still work fine. So I'm going to work on some maybe stress ball thingies later today. I want to try to do like $100-ish a day to, I think, hit a decent goal for Columbus in crochet items. So technically speaking, I did $100 yesterday with the loaf cats. The new video about pricing and products and all of that good stuff, if you have any questions about, is going up on my Patreon this week. So by the time you guys see this, it's the 18th now. They will definitely have that episode, but it's not coming out over here on YouTube until like December something or other, probably mid-December. I'm not feeling great. I wasn't feeling great yesterday, which is why I didn't film. I've been feeling a little bit of stress lately, and I like to be 100% transparent. I've got issues. Well, that's an understatement. But anyways, I have new issues, and those issues are centered around the fact that my mother is still in hospital, and she was only supposed to be there for 2 to 5 days, and it has been a couple of weeks now, and she had to go back in. She had diverticulitis, for anybody who's wondering, and she had to have a section of intestines removed. Anyways, her intestines collapsed after the surgery, and fluid was gathering in her stomach and in her large intestines because it couldn't get through. And somehow her bowel after surgery had sort of attached itself to her stomach, like fused to the lining of her stomach or something. I don't know. Anyway, so she had to go back into an emergency surgery. Well, not emergency. She had to go same day once they really figured out what was going on into surgery, and have another surgery, which now she is recovering from. She has a tube. She has a tube down her throat and through her system to make sure that her intestines don't collapse on themselves again, and it's sort of draining the fluids that had built up in her system over time, and they're doing x-rays and they're doing all kinds of stuff to see, to make sure that she's actually healing this time. So hopefully in not too long at all, she will get to come home. It was going to be a 4 to 6 week recovery before they operated on her a second time. So I don't know what her recovery is looking like right now. So we've been stressed. That's my mother. So I've been stressed about that. I've been just as stressed about Tink's prognosis, and I know my mom's going to be fine. I know that she's going to heal from this and she's going to move on. So in a sense, right now, the doctors are telling me that I've probably only got a few weeks left with Tink, and so I know that that's not going to be her outcome. I'm going to try not to get upset. I have an appointment with the vet tomorrow, and she's pretty much out of meds. The snot seems to have gone away. Has it gone away for good? I don't know. Am I stopping the antibiotics until they run out? Absolutely not. On the off chance that something comes back. She's still a bit sneezy, but not snotty. She hasn't had a booger in a few days, probably now. I lost count of how many days it's been since I had to pick a booger. So that's good. But the mass under her arm is visibly larger than it has been. And while she doesn't seem to be in pain, she is having a hard time pulling her arm all the way down because there's a mass right here. So, you can't really go anywhere if there's something sitting there. I'm going to try and see what the doctor thinks about possibly removing the tumors and just giving her a chance to see if they pop back up. But easing that discomfort at least in the meantime, or if it's worth having that surgery, to which they'll probably tell me it's not, and I'm just needing to mentally prepare myself for what's to come. But honestly, I'm really not ready to be without her, and I don't think she's ready to leave. I think that she's got so much more fight in her. So I don't know. Do I have the funds for another surgery? No. We used up all our care credit on the first ones. So how am I going to pull that off? I have no idea. But it doesn't hurt anything to ask the doctor or the vet or whatever you want to call them. It doesn't harm anything. The worst that they can tell me is no, it's just not worth it, or no, we can't do it, or blah blah blah. So anyway, I'm having a hard time. I just launched my shop update early. I had planned it for the 25th. However, it is the 18th and it went live yesterday. So on the 17th, in just hopes that maybe a couple of sales would come through and that would put me closer to being able to actually give her her surgery if they actually went out and said yes. But no, I don't know. Anyways, this is starting to get long. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. So I'm having a rough time doing anything else. I'm having a rough time focusing on anything else. And so I don't know. I don't know what to do right now. I'm feeling a little bit pigeonholed in what I'm creating now for December. And I think that's because my mind is so preoccupied on my mom and my baby girl that I can't really focus on anything else. And so the ideas that I would normally think would come to me are just not coming to me. So I'm supposed to be designing the stuff for Patreon for December, and it's just not happening. It's just not happening. I've done everything else, but that's just not happening right now. So I don't know. I'm going to try to sit down for today. I'm going to visit my mom this afternoon, so I probably won't get a whole lot done this evening, but I am going to do as much as I can during the day today, and then probably crochet a little bit tonight once I do get back. So I'm gonna take today, and I'm just gonna try to focus on creating some art, whatever art I want it to be, and we'll just sort of see where we go from there. I took a break and I did this, and it's hurt my hands because this ball of Sweet Snuggles Light is squeaky, and so it really hurt my hands. It really slowed down my whole process when creating this little dude, but I wanted a little Grinch dude to go with my snugglers, so that's what I did. We have a little Grinch dude who has no face. None of them have faces ever. Nobody ever has a face. So I need to create a face for him. I think he's cute. I think it works. I don't think his head is too small. I don't think it's too big. I was worried if it was going to sort of come out, you know, sort of the cone shape that you associate with the Grinch. I think I'm going to embroider a little heart here, and then we'll work on, or maybe just a felt heart, who knows. Anyways, and then we'll do like a little face for him, but this is where we're at. This is where we're at with that, and I think he's super cute. I went with this style of tuft. I'm trying to, in this pattern pack, give you different ways to make the different things. So when you're looking at all of these guys together, you've got Gingy here, okay, and Gingy, I just did a no fingers thing on this one, and I gave him the toesies, the toe beans on this one, okay, so, and then he's got a perfectly round head, okay, he's all ready to go. He's got a round head. Congratulations. This little dude right here, hold on, let me get my good Yetis, the finished Yetis here. That one doesn't have a face, because that was the first one. Okay, so here are the Yetis. The Yetis, you know, they have the tufts up here that you surface crochet on, which is super cute. So there's his tufts. There's his tufts. Of course, like I said, you can always make a snuggler, or you can stuff them and they'll sit up on their own. So here's like the stuffed version of the Yeti, which is super cute, and his legs are sort of splayed out a little bit more so that you can really see his belly patch. So that's why I did the legs different on him. But he's got toe beans on the bottom, and I put in each pattern that you can put no fingers or fingers on the arms. Here's fingers on the arms, right? Here's the little fingers. They're so cute. And then you can do no toe beans or toe beans on the feet, but you can also interchange these. Anybody who has my patterns, if you want to put this the little finger sort of look on the toes, then do this. They're the same thing. They're the same, you know, length when you do the arms and the legs. So if you want to put these instead of toe beans down here, you can. But that's the Yeti, and then this is going to be the Grinch. So I did the fingers for the Grinch. I did this kind of tuft where you're not surface crocheting on. This is where you start. And then you've got these toe beans down here. So he has toe beans, and then I'll have to figure out what I want to do for his face. But not in this yarn, not in this yarn. It's squeaky. It's squeaky, and so it hurts my hands because it's squeaky. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this yarn, and I don't really have another green here. So I don't know. I might have to just suck it up and use it and just move slower because it's squeaky. But this is going to be the little Grinch for this pattern pack. I did a Yeti. Here's my little Yeti. I had done the sketch and I had shown it to my Patreon. And I wanted to do sort of like winter creatures or whatever for winter, for December Patreon and their sticker mail and all of that good stuff. So this is the Yeti that I had sketched out. And I think he's super cute. He came out really nice. I have an artist block. I'm having an artist block. So I'm going to talk to my Patreon and I'm going to ask them, instead of planning the themes for each month sort of ahead of time when I'm going to create them, I kind of want to ask them if they'll just give me the freedom to whatever we create in that month, whatever sparks my interest, whatever is, you know, sort of vibing with me at the moment is sort of what we're going to theme the collections around and what we're going to do, and see if they'll give me that leeway. I think that will work better personally for me. But, you know, I want them to be satisfied because they're the ones helping to support me each and every month. I mean, they get rewards in return, but I really appreciate their feedback and their support, and we're growing over there. So I want to make sure that everybody's sort of copacetic with the changes that, you know, happen here and there. And so I think, generally speaking, if it's what I'm vibing with at the moment and I don't feel any pressure to create a certain thing, I think those things come out better. You know, I think they just come out better because I'm in the moment with it. And whereas sometimes if I'm like, okay, I have to do this theme, my mind goes, gone. It's gone. My brain cell just leaves the building, and sometimes it's a little bit more difficult, and then I don't think that the results are quite as well. I mean, I put my all into everything, and I think everything that I have produced for my Patreon is good, and I think that with a little bit of leeway and a little bit of freedom, maybe it could just be a little bit more. I don't know if I'm making sense. I don't think that I am, but I am going to work on these patterns and see if I can't get them out. I had a tester call for my Yeti, and I do want my testers to test it, but I think I kind of want to. I've made so many of them, I kind of think that the pattern is okay. I don't want to do that because people like signed up for the tester calls, but it started getting late in the season, and for people with Christmas markets, I want them to have it, and I don't want them to have to wait another week to get it when they could get it now. So I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? But yeah, that's where I'm at. Where are you at? Where are you at? Okay. My fibro is flaring up, and I think that's causing a little bit of the brain fog that comes with the fibro, like the fibro fog or whatever. And my brain is just not functioning on higher levels today, and so I'm really struggling, one, to stay awake, because for some reason I doom scrolled on TikTok until like 3 o'clock in the morning, which is not good, and then I had to get up at 8 to feed everybody and then take care of myself. And so I'm on 5 hours of sleep right now, and I didn't sleep well. I didn't sleep well the night before because I'm worried about my mom. I'm worried about Tink. It's a fucking mess in here. It's a fucking mess, and I hate it. I hate it so much, and I'm trying to get through it. I'm trying to focus on things that I can control, and I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. So, anyway, what are you up to? What are you doing right now while you're watching this video? I hope that your day, week, month, year is going a little bit better than mine. Just a little, you know, or a lot. Maybe a lot. A lot would be great. I would take just a little. If I could get a little bit of progress, I think that I think that I would feel better. I'm not doom scrolling tonight though. It's not going to happen. I'm telling myself now it is not going to happen. I'm probably lying to you and me at the moment. All right, you guys, I've been pretty busy. I'm not feeling sort of start to feel like squinty if you're like overly tired. I've got that feeling up here. My brain is still a little bit foggy, and I had this issue last year sometime, and I don't remember exactly when. It could have been like a year ago exactly, for all I know. I don't know. Anyways, where I'm getting this like numbness and tingly feeling in my stinking hands again. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all, but we're dealing with it right now. I finished off my Grinch. I put one of the jewels that I was talking about, for anybody who is on my Patreon and has heard the latest episode of the Small Business Realities. There's one in my little, it's a little heart jewel, and then he's got eyes, and I've embroidered him a little nose and some little eyebrows. Now, I don't think I picked like quite the best and darkest color for that, but anyways, I did it. His pattern is written and finished. His pattern is written and finished. His pattern is written and finished. And I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try and release them. Actually, I don't know if his is finished. I don't think I did the tuft. I've got it pulled up right here. I don't think I did the tuft. So I need to do his little tuft, and then he will be finished, and I need to re-download that PDF. I think what I am going to do is go ahead and release it, because I need funds, and I want to do pattern tests, but I need money more. I need the money more, and I made so many freaking Yetis that I think the pattern is fine. If anybody does test one of the patterns and you see something wrong, just let me know. Just let me know, and I will change it for anybody who downloads that in future. But I went over them a couple of times, and outside of the tuft, I think we're good. I also put out a message to all of my patrons, paid and free, and asked them what they thought about the giving me the freedom to just create, and whatever happens to come out of a month comes out of the month, you know what I'm saying? And then that's the rewards that they get. And I'm going to wait and I'm going to see what they say. I have got about 40 minutes, and then I'm going to feed the dogs a little bit early, and then I'm going to go hang out with my mom over at the hospital for a little bit and see how she's doing. The dog's going to run and go bark at nothing, absolutely freaking nothing, over and over and over again all the time. Good boy, Bubba. And then when I get back, I am probably going to do some little stress balls. I cleaned this up a little bit. This was starting to get out of hand. I really need to stop this. I need to stop this, but I get so just focused in on just doing things here at my computer that I don't go into my yarn room anymore, except for to grab yarn and bring it in here. And this is not the yarn room, so I think tomorrow, we'll see what happens about tomorrow, but maybe tomorrow I'll go in there and just straighten things up and then start using that room again, because I really need to. I really, really need to. Oh my God, by the way, story time. My house almost caught on fire last night, and probably would have if I wasn't doom scrolling on TikTok. I had this power bank, because I was charging some stuff from the last convention. This power bank on my nightstand, and it was plugged in, and it has, you know, like just random charging cords just hanging out of it. And once you plug it in, it's on, so it's constantly feeding power to all of the little banks or whatever, all the little plug-in things. Well, I'm laying in my bed with everybody, doom scrolling, and I start to smell something. I start to smell like that burning rubber, burning wire kind of smell. You know what I'm saying? That smell. I start to smell that. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Where's that coming from? So I'm like, that's the first thing that I sort of, well, first of all, I grabbed my phone and I sniffed my phone. Like, I just sniffed my phone. I grabbed my power cord that was charging my phone, and I checked it for warmth, and then it's plugged into a thing. It's plugged into like a little power bank as well, but it's only got like little 2 things on it, and the other one has more things on it, and it was plugged into the other. Anyway, So I grab it real quick and I'm feeling on it, and the smell is starting to get stronger and stronger and stronger. And so then I grabbed that power bank. It was so hot. It was so hot. I'm like, holy crap. I unplugged it immediately and I just took it across the room. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. Had I been asleep, that thing probably would have caught on fire last night. So holy shit, baby doom scrolling is not the worst thing that happened to me yesterday, because yeah, that would have for sure caught on fire, and it was directly beside my bed on my nightstand. Scary. Freaking scary. If you're not actively doing something with something that is plugged in, unplug that bitch. Unplug that bitch so your house doesn't burn down, apparently, is the lesson that I learned last night. So that was fun. Anywho, I will probably not check in for a little bit. I probably won't check in again until I have done some things tonight. Like I said, I think I'm going to go ahead and release this pattern set. And then I am going to go hang with my mom, see if I can start to feel a little bit better. I don't know. And then come back and crochet for a little bit before I go and doom scroll again, because I know me, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in and I'm going to consume Instagram and TikToks, because that's what I do when I cuddle up in the bed with all the dogs. 11:05 Tuesday morning. I'm going to just assume that you could see the look on my face, and you could tell what the results of our vet appointment was this morning. The doctor upped her pain meds on her gabapentin. The doctor also refilled her amoxicillin. For now, just the amoxicillin, because the Enro is really expensive. It's over $100 just for that medicine, and I don't have any money, so we're going to keep her on the amoxicillin to make sure that her snot doesn't come back. They've upped her gabapentin to 600 milligrams, because she says that there's definitely some pain associated with her spot. I'm still having numbness and tingling in my fingers, so I need to check my sugar real quick. They're keeping her on the prednisone, and they are upping her prednisone, her steroid, to just help her immune system. And she's still on the Pepcid and the Prilosec to make sure she doesn't have any indigestion issues. I got a quote for the appointment that we'll need to make, most likely soon. Cover up my address. I'm just gonna, what it's gonna cost for her services. The doctor gave me this Lap of Love Pet Quality of Life scale, so that we can determine if the good outweighs the bad, or if the bad is starting to outweigh the good, and maybe it's better to, So not the news that we wanted today, but I did of course ask about the removal of it, and she says that it's spread to like her lymphatic system. So even if we've actually removed the tumor clumps itself, is probably just going to spread to other areas of her body. So that's just putting her through a surgery that's not necessary, because it's not going to help. She was a very good girl in the vet. She just barks at air, but she got bunches of treats while she was there and bunches of scratches while she was there, and she always enjoys a car ride, so she enjoyed going back and forth in the truck. Mom is doing a little bit better. I texted in and checked on her with my aunt, and she says that the doctor came in this morning, and her stomach is feeling softer. It's not, distended or anything like it was before. So it's softening up each day, so that's good. So that means that she's most likely moving in the right direction. I went and sat with her for a few hours last night before they came in with her evening pain meds, and she gets all woozy, and then she's just out for the rest of the night pretty much, or she's ready to go to sleep. So I sat with her last night. I came back and I was just upset, so I didn't do anything. I just sort of scrolled on
Instagram for a little bit and TikTok for a little bit, and then I just turned in for the night. So I am going to work on some things today. I messed up my listings on my website. I know I did because I thought about it on the truck drive back here. That I didn't actually attach the download files to the download to the actual listings. So I need to go back and do that. I also need to Gypsy, stop it. I also need to go in and put the new patterns on Etsy. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get that straightened out this morning. I've got a few orders. Thank you very much for everybody who has placed an order with me. I appreciate the shit out of you. I got everything in here, so I'm gonna process those orders here in just a little bit, and then I'm probably just gonna be quiet for the day, maybe do some drawing. I want to start working on some ideas for the new year. My Patreon was super supportive, and they're like, hey, if you want to just go do you, feel free to, just create whatever you want. I mean, we're here for you. We're here because we like what you do, and so just do you, boo-boo, So that's what they were like, and that's amazing, and so I appreciate that. So I'm going to just decide what feels good each month, and we're just gonna create, so open, just the whole world is open as to what we could possibly create each month. So thank you for being my Patreon members. I love you. I do. I wanted to show you guys, look, Kamitha had donated some stitch marker charms to our giveaway for Tink, and she sent me a set. How pretty are these? Like, there's one with a little gummy bear on it. There's one with a potion bottle on it with a little kitty on it, and it's super cute. There's a moth one, which is beautiful. A little octopus dude, which is super cute, and then a little cat in a cup, and they're purple, which but if you want to follow her, that's her name over on Instagram. Go give her a follow. These are gorgeous, and I know everybody who received their set. She had 2 other sets that she did in the giveaway, and I know that everybody loved them. So, yeah, go show your love one more time. They're beautiful. So, I'm going to go for a little bit, and I am so sorry. I'm so sorry that I'm so sorry that I am emotional, but I know a lot of you are invested as well in how Tink is doing, and would have wanted to know what we found out today at the doctor's. So there you go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try and fix this and put my head down and get some work done, and that's the thing that I can control. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that, and I will check back in with you soon when I don't look like this. Okay.
All right. And it is about 20 minutes after 3. We went and had a nap. Everybody went and laid down, and we had a nap. These capsules came in. These are the 2.6 inch capsules, and obviously now, to me, they feel really, really large. So I'm gonna find a way to open this without ripping the entirety. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to cut all the way across because it's like sealed. I'm gonna try to do this in the least destructive way possible. Perfect. It's a bag within a bag, but not a sealed bag within a bag. Okay, so good to know. Good to know. Here's one. This is really big, which is, oh my God, what I wanted, but I don't know. I don't know if this is going to go in my machine. So now I'm going to have to sort of test as to whether or not 2.6 will go into my machine. 2.6 is big. It is big. So we'll have to check that out. My trash truck is going by, of course, right this very second after I just walked up outside. So, all right, that's 2.6. Now I don't remember what I ordered. If I ordered both 2.6s or if I ordered the same thing one more time and a 2.6. So we're going to have to go back and check my orders. All right, set of 2 inch and a set of 2.6. Okay, the set of 2 inches arriving Friday, and that was delivered today. All right, so now the test is going to be, does this gigantic thing go through? I mean, obviously it fits more toys, but is it going to go through the machine? All right, we'll figure that out. The machine's out in my in my thing, so I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to, what am I going to do? I haven't crocheted in a couple of days, so I haven't been hitting that $100 threshold. I think I'm going to try and fight through the numbness of today and yesterday and see if I can't make a few things. I'm going to make some of my Baby Yodas. Those sell well, so I'm going to go and make a few of those because I don't have any. Actually, I think I might have one. I do. I have one and one alone. I'm sorry, going to make. Those are easy to make. I have a really, really easy no-sew pattern that'll take you less than 20 minutes to make a Baby Yoda, and they do well. They sell well, so it's always good. Baby Yoda pattern. The numbness in my fingers is not really making this very easy, so I'm probably going to switch over to drawing after I'm done, but I did get 3. And I was playing yarn chicken with this green as well because I don't switch over to that squeaky green, but I'm going to have to because this is the last one that I had of these. But I did get 3 done, so they just need to be stuffed and closed. And yeah, everybody's waiting on their dinner. It's 4:30, they're old people. So I'm going to go feed everybody, and then I'm probably going to start making some plans. I have some ideas for the beginning of the year, and I would just like to just jot those down while they're fresh in my brain, and then I'll probably draw for a little bit this evening. Happy Thursday. It is 9:40 in the morning on Thursday. Obviously, I just got out of the shower. I just wanted to give you all a quick update on a few things. So yesterday, our washi tape came in. Yesterday, I kind of took a break. Sometimes I tend to, when things are going a little crazy, retreat into just my own little world and try to do things that I can control. So obviously what I can control is whatever's happening around here. And so I went out to my studio yesterday and I had straightened up a whole bunch of stuff. I hadn't been out there in a while, and so we've kind of been treating it as like storage. We had pulled some things out that we don't use every time from the trailer just to lessen the weight of the trailer a little bit. So I had to straighten all that up, and I was working my way over to my laser so that I can start cutting things with my laser again, which is definitely something that I want to be doing. I stuffed, I don't know if you can see them. Well, the Baby Yodas are, the Baby Yodas are right there. I stuffed everybody yesterday, and I made two more Yoda bodies. And then over here, there are four new Kirby bodies up there. So I made and stuffed those. They all do need faces, which I need to make faces. I did make a new set of eyes to put into Cricut yesterday. I need to grab all my stuff over here, but sort of part of the reason that I was straightening up my studio and getting things moved around out there is so that I can move some of this stuff back out there to my studio, because I'm getting a little cramped. I'm getting a little cramped in here, just constantly pulling things in that I need here and there. So there's some things that I'm going to have to go out to the studio to do, which is fine, which is absolutely fine. So I wanted to straighten up all that stuff, and I think what I'm going to do is take like my safety eyes and stuff out there so that I can actually sit down and paint them, and so that I can actually store all those paint bottles where I want them. So yeah, and that'll take that out of here, and maybe a couple of other things that I'm going to move from in here to out there, and just when I feel the need for a little bit of quiet, a little bit of sort of alone artsy time, then I'll go out to my studio for right now and do that. I do think I want to keep my computers and stuff in here for right now because we haven't sourced out, you know, exactly a better heating and air system out there. So I've just got the one that I have had forever. Sometimes it's okay and sometimes it's not. Right now, because of the weather, it would be fine out there without either, but we'll see. Also, our washi tapes came in yesterday. They look like this. I will show you on the paper how they look. So I just did like a quick sample. I just a little swatch of each one of them just to see how they looked on paper, and they all look really, really good. So the top 3 are our Christmas line or our holiday line. It's really not Christmassy. It's holly and some leaves. It's hot cocoa and gingerbread, and so it's just holiday-ish, winter-ish themed. So there's no specific tie to anybody or any religion or anything like that. So that's good. And then we have the Earth Witch collection down here. This, I messed up a little bit. Like I left too much room between the design and the border, but it still looks pretty cute. So I just know that better for next time that I can go a little bit bigger on the design for that one. I don't know why that one was different than the others, because obviously you can see that the design goes clear to the edge on the top one. So I don't know. But we've got the Earth Witch collection, so you could see like the potion bottles and the books and the cauldron and candles and stuff in that second one. And then this one is just leaves, which is, you know, it could be anything, but it was a nice little decorative element there. So I like them. I need to photograph them with that a little bit better so that I can change up the product photos and take the pre-order off of the website. So I'm going to do that probably today, but I've got them sitting here. There's 50 of each, and they're sold in a 3-piece kit for right now. If it's something that you would like to see as individual, let me know, but I'm just selling them as sets right now. I do need to figure out how I'm going to put them at convention as a set, because they're packaged individually, obviously, right now. So I need to figure out how to package them as a set for convention, because I do want to take them to convention with me, at least the holiday ones. So, any hoops. I got to figure that out. I did some sketching yesterday. I was sketching a little fairy with some frogs. I was sketching out a fairy and some snails. I finished the Always Tired sticker. I sorted some stuff here on my iPad so that I can clearly find things. I made a new cover for, I made a new card cover, so that's not really got characters on it, so it could go either way. It's gender neutral, since I did get that one comment about how my products are so cute and they're not butch enough for the dude, and then Karopi, oh my god, take my money. And so yeah, anyway. So I made one that's just kind of funny. It's straight out of money. I'm sorry, I'm still trying to wake up. I apologize for my emotional outburst the other day, but like I said, we don't sugarcoat shit here. It is what it is. It is what it is. I was emotional. I got bad news. That's what happens. So I apologize. I am going to put a little disclaimer. I'm going to put a little disclaimer. If you don't want the Tink update, you can just skip that section when I go to edit this video. But that is what that is. I'm still dealing with it. So I'm just giving her all the hugs and loves and kisses and everything that I can. And we're gonna go with that for now. And my mom is improving a little bit, apparently, as of this morning when the doctor came in. So he has now put her back onto clear liquids. She still has the tube down her throat, and she's still getting nutrition through her IV, but that's a step in the right direction. Her white count is down and her platelets are up, which is what we wanted. Or I don't know if her platelets are up. Her white count is down and her platelets are closer to where they should be. I don't know if that's an up or down thing. I'm not going to pretend that I know. But anyways, they're closer to where they should be, so that he put her on clear liquids as of this morning. I'm going to get started with my day. I'm going to try to have a productive day like I did yesterday. I'll go in and did a little art yesterday, and then I'd break for a little bit and do a little crochet. And then once my hands started feeling it, I took a little break and moved back over to art. And so that's what I'm going to do. I mean, I spent a few hours out, or a couple hours out there yesterday sorting out my studio, and I still need to do a few things in here to sort this shit out as well, but I'm sort of trying not to overwork myself in one direction either way. So that's what we're doing right now. I brought some more stuff back in here. I don't know if you could tell. I brought some more, and that yarn just completely fell apart. It just disintegrated basically. So anyways, yeah. I got stuff to do, so we're gonna do it. I also did some of my Patreon stuff. I made a little Yeti wallpaper yesterday, and I did December calendar sheet for anybody who plans. I'll show you that, because I put it here in my journal so that I could start planning for the upcoming convention and obviously the month ahead. It looks like this with our little Yeti friend. So there's that. It's just a printable, so you can print it out. And I just used blues and purples because I felt that was fitting for the month. I've started writing down some association words for the beginning of the year. And collections that I may want to do for the beginning of the year. We got the Lunar New Year coming up. We've got Valentine's that I want to be far ahead of. We've got spring. You know, I want like the first big update of the year to be something that can hold over everybody. We've got several holidays, depending upon where you fall in the holiday spectrum. I am going to do something a little bit more maybe Easter friendly-ish, but not specifically Easter. So sort of Easter Ostera, you know, sort of in that genre, but not super specific. And then something with in bulk, brigade and stuff like that. So maybe throw something like that in there as well. I have gotten some holiday. I think we will do like a nice floral set for washi tapes, a lovey-dovey set, something with pinks and reds in it, maybe for the Valentine's thing, and maybe a Lunar New Year set, so something in reds and golds with the snakes and stuff in it, because 2025 is the year of the snake. So I think that that's what we're going to plan for in the washi tape area for right now. I've written down a whole list of different types of products that I like to offer, and so I'm just going to sort of pick from that list as to what we turn all of these things into. And yeah, that's sort of the start of planning for 2025 kind of deal. I even thought about maybe doing like like an advent calendar for February with just a Love Yourself advent calendar, so it'll have all 28 days in it, and you would have a little goodie for each day. But I'm still noodling that out. Tell me if that's something that you would be interested in at all, where you get a little present for yourself, a Love Yourself for February. But anyways, because that would be 28 different little gifts, so I need to plan that out now-ish if that's something that anybody is interested in doing. Today I want to try and make some, let's see what I got on my list that I need to make several of. I definitely need some bingos. I have to go and check my yarn stash for that. I have it on here to make some more blueies. I didn't fill in my Kirby's yet. I have it on here to make some stingrays. I think I can knock out the stingrays today though, so we'll see if I can do that. And then I need to make some actual loveys, so we'll see. I'm making some progress. We're making some progress. Anyways, I hope you're having a great morning. I'm going to go take my morning meds and some Tylenol because I woke up with a headache again. And yeah, I'm going to get started on my work day. All right, what's up, guys? Okay, it is 3:20. It is 3:20 on Friday, November 22nd. I got into this extreme cleaning sort of mood, and so I've been running around cleaning my studio, cleaning and organizing because I need to move some stuff over to my yarn room. The yarn room I cleaned and straightened up and decluttered. I did some work in my front or my side hallway where my carport is. I did some work in there. I've just been cleaning. I've really been cleaning all day. I just put up a couple of things for my patrons. Free members got the December monthly calendar page that looks like this. So if you want to jump over there and grab it, you can download it for free. Just be a free member and you'll have access to it. I also put up the newest episode of Small Business Realities. So that is now live over on my Patreon. Like I said, it'll come out in sometime in December probably for everybody else, but it is available to my patrons on the $7 and up tier as of now. I'm working on a piece. I need to finish up the print for my Patreon for the month of December. I have got the $15 tier, the $25 tier, and the $30 tier all done. And I've got the $20 tier halfway done. Oh my gosh, I gotta show you this, right? So I haven't folded it yet. But look, it's a little Yeti. And I have taken this and I am going to turn it into a magnetic bookmark. So that's why there's two of them and one of them is upside down. I did this earlier today, and so this is going to be the stationery item for the $20 tier. I think it's freaking adorable. I really do. I'm so stinking happy with it. Look at his face. Isn't he adorable? Say hey, Whiskey. Say hey, Whiskey. But yeah, I've been in a mad dash cleaning. Hi. Yes. Okay. Hi. Yes, thank you. Anyways, I've been in a mad cleaning mood today, but now I'm going to work on the print. So initially I had done this sketch a few weeks back and it looked like this, the first time I sort of did the color scheme on it and started to lay down the flat colors, is giving very much Joker to me. And I couldn't pinpoint what it was that made me stop wanting to go back to this painting. And I'm like, you know what? We're going to take a step back. We're going to maybe do the line art a little bit. We're going to outline it a little bit smoother, really figure out the elements that we want to go with. And then let's just start over with the color and see where we end up. And then this is where I ended up, which is a big, big difference. And I think so much prettier. I mean, it's purples and blues and pinks, which is my jam. So I didn't really do that on purpose. I was trying to really go away from some of the colors that I'm used to using with this first one, but it's giving Joker. It's very much giving Joker. So yeah, I'm working on that. So I've done some of the background for it. I have laid down some of the flat colors. I have laid down a little bit of shading and a little bit of shadow, but now I have got to finish it up. But yeah, anyways, been in a mad cleaning mood today, and so yeah. I've been listening to music all day. I think I'm going to turn the music back on for a little bit, and then I'm going to work on this painting so that I can get it ready to go out with the December rewards, because it's the only thing right now that's holding up progress. So, any hopes, I figured I would give you a quick little update because, yeah, I've been moving and shaking all day long. I've just been doing some stuff. I was like, I got to get this stuff out of here. I really did. I got to get this stuff out of here. This stuff goes in the yarn room. I cannot bring everything from the yarn room over into here. So expect some clips of me being back in the yarn room, because that's where I need to be crocheting. There's a freaking TV in there. I don't have to watch Netflix on my computer. I can watch Netflix in my TV over there. I can watch my other streaming services on my TV over there. I got a comfy chair. I got everything that I need over there. I don't know what I'm doing in here. So, anyways, we're fixing that. We're fixing it. So, yeah. Any hopes? That's all I know. That's all I know for now. Hey guys, it's Eclectic Scribbles here, and it is Sunday at about 10 in the morning. I haven't even gotten out of my dog hair covered pajamas that I wore yet, but I was editing the video and I realized that I never closed it out. I had some things come up at the end of the week that just took my attention away. I had a bad day yesterday, and Friday you could see what I was doing, but I put my head down and just started working on stuff, so I didn't have a whole lot to show. I'm about to go over into my yarn room now and work on some of my plushes, so expect the next video to probably pick up with me in this hair covered shirt. I will start a new video there, but that's going to be it for this week's video. Again, I apologize for the emotional outburst in the middle of this. I apologize for being a little down. I'm dealing with a lot, and I just don't have the energy in me to deal with it and be chipper, so I'm not gonna. So anyways, I hope the next studio vlog doesn't have an emotional outburst in it, but who knows at this point, because I feel like I've pissed off something in the universe and it's really dumping its shit on me right now. But we're just gonna power through, because we still got jobs to do. We still got jobs to do, and we still gotta go. So I'm gonna go start working on that, and I'll keep you up in the next studio vlog as to what I get up to and what I get done. And yeah, I just wanted to tell you that I freaking love your faces. I freaking love your faces, and I will see you in the next video. All right, I love you. I love you. I love you. Okay, goodbye.